back to Matt's World, and this is the season finale of, I think it's season 14, which is so crazy.
My God.
I know.
That's insane. Well done, you.
And I'm here with Lauren because I thought, why not bring back my most successful guest of the season for the finale? We had to do a little follow-up because our baby names content did so well.
It sounds like you're talking about our baby when you say that. Like
and
we had a baby.
Ironically, it was in the child-free episode, I think, where we talked about I will never have kids, and then we're like, by the way, here's a bunch of cursed names that you guys shouldn't name your kids.
Correct. Yes.
Insane.
Absolutely.
But that was really fun, and
it was very fun.
it was like one of those ones where you post a video and then it starts getting like lots of likes really fast. You're like, ooh, I've got a good feeling about this one.
Yeah.
And then it just went.
Well, I didn't know. So because obviously like it's your channels and stuff, and I
true.
never ever check TikTok ever. I'm so slack with it. And so I had no idea until like 3 or 4 days later. And then I got a couple of people coming to my profile and like commenting on stuff. And I was like, where did these people come from? And then I looked at, and you must have sent me the video, and you're like, girlfriend, we're going viral. And I was like, where? And then I went on TikTok, and I was like, holy crap.
So
it was
fun.
amazing.
It is funny when like, because sometimes I'll not go in there for like a week just because, you know, like my normal life happens.
Yes.
And then I'll go on and I've gone viral for something like really bad, like with like that thing where all those men were being really mean to me and like calling me a slut and stuff.
What?
No, like that's just like every week for me.
Yeah,
but like, it's like iconic. But like, it's so funny because you go on and you're like, oh, I didn't realize like I was supposed to be feeling anxious all week, but I missed it.
I didn't know. So I didn't know. Well.
Yeah, just totally bypass that. But any goss, any updates from your side?
Listen, I don't think they're going to be half as interesting as your side. Well, I'm a chronic insomniac, and I've had a raging relapse in the last couple of weeks, which has just been so fun.
Woo!
I don't know what's up with that. So apparently, but look, I checked with the Etsy witches on Threads, and they said that if you have a Leo placement in your big three, which I do, the next 6 months are really going to turn around for you.
Okay,
so like
that's good.
It's Leo's 6 months. Like the next 6 to 12 months is like Leo's time to shine. I mean, it's always our time to shine, but like,
do you know what's so funny is like this week I had to do some like. I had to like deliver some, it wasn't like bad news to like a couple of people I work with, but like it was one of those things where like, you put a call in the diary and then you have the call and it's just all like, it's just like it's got to be done sometimes, like hard convos. Yeah. And I like delivered this news, and then my like friend who I had to tell, she was like, oh, that's so fine because I got my tarot cards read this week and they said I'd have a big change at work negatively. So like I already knew this was going to happen. And I was like, play on player, like fucking oath. Like I was like, wait, so this is fine? She was like, yeah, like it's all good. Just like knew this would happen.
Yeah, live, love, girlfriend. Like it's fine.
Oh my God. And then I was like, I'm going to get some, because I've recently moved out to Richmond. My housemate, she's this girl from Oregon, like amazing, lovely girl, stoner vibes. And I was like, I'm going to get some tarot cards. And she's like, no, you can't buy them for yourself. Yeah, someone else has to get them for you. I was like, okay, I didn't know about this.
My boyfriend is a tarot reader, and he says he bought his own. It's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you reckon he would do mine on a video call?
Maybe.
Oh my God. Okay. Or we can go to the pub.
I mean,
like, do them at the pub.
Yeah. He loves doing it.
There's this guy in London who like, he's like this old wizard, and like he basically lives
like Ian McKellen.
He literally looks like that, but way stinkier and like dirtier. Yeah, okay. But he lives on a houseboat. It's like on the canals.
Oh, that's quite magical, I guess.
It's very magical, and he's got like stars on his boat, and like I feel like if you've lived in London, ever walked the canals, you probably would have seen him. And he has a sign, and it's like tarot cards, and you basically just have to get down on his houseboat, and like you don't know when you're going to come across him. So I'm like, okay, because he moves around. Like, yeah, right. He could be in King's Cross. He could be in like.
There's just no way to predict. When you're gonna.
So that's why I'm like, okay, if I see him, I have to go because I'm like, well, this is a sign.
Yes.
Which like I'm not very woo woo, but then sometimes I'm like, oh, I do believe in like serendipity and things like that.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I just listen to what the Etsy witches tell me.
That's so fair. Yeah. Wait, do you actually pay an Etsy witch?
No. I found them on Threads, so that if you really look, you can find them on Threads. They kind of all talk to each other.
Oh my God. Are they just saying like enlightening things.
Well, yes, they talk about like world events and stuff, and like I asked one of them a question about like, so this is a bit of a story, but
Please.
I won't reveal who it is, but a woman in my life, a very close woman in my life, was like, I really want to get it. I want to pay an Etsy witch because I want to try and do this love spell that everyone's talking about. She's like, but I feel like I'd get scammed. And I was like, okay, leave it with me. I'm going to check in with the threads, the witches on threads, and just like
sources.
Just put it out there and be like, how can she get this done and not get scammed?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And they were really helpful. They were like, oh, you know.
So you can speak to them.
Yeah, you can ask them questions. Like, I mean, you've got to kind of like, you know, you use the right hashtags, you put it out there, like you find where they are, or you respond to them.
And people are having convos on threads. Like it's, I feel like every time I go on there, I'm like, there's like people like actively talking a lot, you know?
Yes,
like
absolutely.
It is like truly the new Twitter.
Well, a lot of them have been talking, and I spoke about this on my Instagram earlier this year. So there was a huge to-do on witches threads in January this year because they were all saying how like the first 6 months of 2026 are going to be quite transformative and something massive was going to happen in February. And it did.
What was it?
The Strait of Hormuz closed and like the whole Iran.
the petrol stuff.
All that started happening. And then they said, and then apparently they're saying that this next 6 months, that the back half of 2026, apparently Donald Trump is going to get quite sick.
Whoa. I mean, he's old. So it's kind of like, it's like,
yeah, I mean,
you know, make a prediction,
I could be an Etsy witch
like
on
saying
that.
old,
but also he keeps living. Like, to be fair,
so
like
true.
he hasn't looked well for a very long time.
He's had that bruise on his hand. Have you heard about this?
Yeah,
it's like some kind of.
He looks like a mummy.
Yeah, and there's lots of like nurses on TikTok being like, "That's a great sign for us." Like, like
guys, we're getting there.
Like something's going on. And yeah, amazing. That's
I've been checking in with the witches.
Yeah.
And then this is going to probably date this episode so badly because I'm a bit behind.
It's going out on Tuesday, so it's fine.
Well, that's fine. I also, thanks to my sister, I've also been pulled into the psychosis of off-campus.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. I'm all over that. And I'm in media, so everyone's talking about liquid IV and that, like...
What is that?
So it's just like, it's like Gatorade, I think.
Oh.
It's just basically like a powder Gatorade. No, but like it's about like the brand integration into that show.
Yes.
It's like revolutionary. Now every brand is like, I want to be in a show. And it's like,
don't be so desperate. That's gross.
You're wrecking it.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
But it's not surprising because I guess I don't watch Off Campus on Prime. I don't pay for Amazon. I
pirating that shit.
I pirate it. Get it through alternative channels.
Obsessed with you.
But like,
I'm going over and above.
I'm not surprised that I'm really not surprised that an Amazon TV show has like a lot of brand integration.
And also like, as a marketing girly, it's like that's the stuff in the show, and then it would have been part of like a wider deal with Amazon to like sell liquid IV on their thing, and like to have like ad placements across Prime. Like it would have been a whole big thing.
So yeah,
wow.
Well, I'm in the psychosis now. I've been. I mean, I don't even really like the show all that much. Terrible. I just really like to perv.
Oh, 100%. And it's
really
like,
pathetic.
The funny thing is they're making another hockey show now and everyone's like, it's not about the hockey. It was about the gayness and the sex. Like,
correct. It's about the yearning.
Yeah, the yearning. And also like just gay representation in like a way that is as sexual as straight representation.
Totally.
It's like, it's not about fucking ice hockey.
Well, I
don't care about ice hockey.
Because I also like, I started watching it while I was ovulating, which I don't recommend. But then another friend who I know watches it for the same reasons I do sent me this fan edit of one of the characters just doing this hair flick when he takes his helmet off from the hockey.
Is it the blonde one?
No, he's one of the brunettes, and I could have run through a brick wall.
Like Wile E. Coyote and leave a little Lauren-shaped hole. That's so funny. No, those edits, like, as well, I'm watching Love Island, like, UK.
Oh, I don't watch that one.
It's so good. But, like, the people will make edits and they can make anyone seem in love. Like, there's this guy, Lorenzo, and this beautiful girl, Jasmine, who is, or maybe it's, it's Jasmine. It's a Yasmin and a Jasmine. God, but this is Jasmine. But she is the most, like, ethereal. She's probably the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And she's, like, she's so classy. She's, like, really intelligent, like, feminist. I think she has, like, Indian or Sri Lankan background. And she's just, like, the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen. And, like, the edits they make of her, I'm like, I'm in love with her, but then they just keep making, like, there'll be like one scene with her and this one guy Lorenzo talk, and they cut it all together with like Like it's
Some
flashing
Ariana
and
Grande music, and you're like, are they in love?
And you're like, they aren't. This is like the whole. Have you ever heard? Do you know what Harry Stylinson is?
No.
Okay, so it's basically this big. Oh no, Louis Stylin. Anyway, I think it's Harry Stylinson, and basically it's the theory that Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles have like a gay relationship.
Right.
The whole of One Direction, and people find like interviews that all 5 of them will be sitting there, and then like Harry and Louis will be like holding hands behind them, and they'll like zoom in on it, and they cut together all these things, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm I'm brainwashed, but like this is real. Like this is 100% real.
Yeah.
Like and like he'll like tuck Harry's hair behind his ear and stuff like in an interview.
That's really sweet.
I know, but like they could never like do it publicly
together.
because they were like sex icons for like teenage girls.
This
or
is why I would never survive now if I was a Gen Z or a Gen Alpha. I don't pay enough attention to things like that. I would never notice.
But that's the thing, you don't have to because someone else
on the internet has done it. I would love, you know what? I'm just going to put this out into the universe. I would love someone to make edits of me, like just looking hot. Because
I need that.
I can't do it myself. That's weird.
That's so funny.
I just like
I'll make one of you after this.
I just really hope one day I could be like famous enough that like some, you know, like 17-year-old somewhere who's a fangirl is just like, I love her, I'm going to make a fan edit of her to like some rockin' track, and people just reshare it, and it's just like, I just
got sparkles and stuff on it.
Like I don't care, whatever.
And I love when they get them saying, like, someone on Love Island will say an iconic line like, "You're a fucking idiot, you need to sort out your priorities," and then it'll be like, "Douche, douche, douche," like, and it'll be like all these different Vogue shots. Yes. I'm like, oh, this is so cunt. Like,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love fan edits.
That's my new benchmark for success. I think once I have a fan edit, then I'll be like, okay, I don't need to do it. I'm good because
I've reached.
Yeah. The other day, my mum was like, "What's the point of the pod? Like, what's the end goal?" And I was like, "Okay, well, you've given me an existential crisis."
That's a rude question,
but also, but I was just
none of your business.
I was like, it's about the journey, not the destination. Like, I'm just trying to enjoy every day.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just trying to have a nice time on Earth. And she's like,
I mean, sue me.
Yeah, God forbid a girl is a hobby. And I'm like, I just think the end goal is to, I don't know, like, what's the end goal of anything? And then it really made me get this.
We're all going to die, Mum. Yes. Just do whatever you want.
This is literally, you know? And I'm like, you're doing a flower making course.
What's your end goal?
What's your end goal? She's like, learn how to make flowers. I'm like, well.
Perfect. Well.
Learn how to make a podcast, I guess.
Here we are.
And here we are, making a pod. But it really gave me such pause. I was like, what am I doing? Why do I have a podcast? Like, you know,
so that someone will make a fan edit of you one day.
And now I have that goal in the horizon. I'm like, okay, like, this is, everything has to ladder up to the fan edit.
Yes.
You know, like, do one thing every day to get closer to someone making a fan edit of me.
Correct.
So
I got close to it years ago when many years ago.
How do you even know that?
Listen, I mean, I don't even know if you'd call it I didn't know what a fan edit was back then.
I don't think it existed.
But about 10 years ago, I used to work for a touring company for like, with a musical for kids in schools and stuff. So we'd like go to the school, you'd do the show, and then you'd pack up and go to the next.
That's cool.
You know, whatever. It was pretty cool. And you're on the road a lot, and it's, you know, get up very early and blah blah blah. Anyway,
like Almost Famous, like
totally. It's Almost Famous, except we eat a lot of Maggi noodles, and we talk to 7-year-olds.
Hell yeah,
and you have a lot of like primary school students being like, "Why did you want to be an actor?" And you're like, "Sweetie, I don't want to be doing this."
I've been
pushed into it. But because there's all of the musicals we did always had like
this against my will. Sorry, that's
so fine.
Is such a fucking
no, I remember one
scenario.
kid did say to me like, because I played the princess, and she was like, "Can I ask the princess a question?" And I said, "Of course." And she was like, "Why did you want to be an actor?" And I don't know what was wrong with me that particular day, but I think I was hungover, and I said, "To be honest, darling, being an actor is a little bit like having an incurable disease. I wish that I wasn't like this, but I am, and so there's nothing I can do about it." And then I could see the producer of the show looking at me like,
"No, stop, shut up."
She was just like, and then the little girl was like this.
Oh. She goes home and tells her mum, like, "A lady told me today that I'm going to have an incurable disease."
And then she comes back to school the next day. She's like, "My mummy put me on sertraline." Got depression. Anyway, But because we used to do these shows and like there's always like a romance story in the middle, the prince and the princess, whatever. And in one of the tours I did, usually the guy who played the prince was usually like young and kind of good looking, whatever. And because you're in a primary school, like really the biggest fangirls in the world are 10-year-old girls.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
And so they
that
would
man's
just
probably gay.
And that man is probably gay, and they would just fawn over him.
Yeah.
But some of them would they'd really attach themselves to the princess. So what would happen sometimes is that on their it used to be called Musical.ly before it was TikTok.
Yeah.
So on their little Musical.ly accounts, they used to film us like in the show or meeting them afterwards with like sparkle like emojis and stuff, and then photos of them because they'd come and have photos with us afterwards, and then they'd post that on Musical.ly.
Oh my God.
That's as close to a fan edit as I ever got.
I mean, that's iconic, but also that would make me fall in love with that man for real. Like if I saw video footage of myself like with this music and the edit, I'm like, that's enough to make me be like, we are meant to be together.
Well, they often cut me out, and they would put themselves
put their own face over your face. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Like the OG, like deep fake.
They were like, that old lady, fuck her. This is about me. I'm 8 years old.
Me, a 10-year-old.
Me and this grown man. This grown man.
Who's gay.
Correct. Yeah. Who was clearly into men.
That's so funny. I actually feel like I had an experience like that when I saw Aladdin live at Disneyland. Like,
sure, Aladdin is hot.
Yeah, and like the guy, like he was like thinking about it. Like I was 21 when this happened, or maybe 20, and I was like truly like, I need to find him. Like I need to
find this
go
man.
to the stage show. I'm in love with this guy. And then I was thinking like he was doing jetés. Like he was like like leaping across the stage. Brother was...
That man has definitely sniffed Amel before.
100%. He's doing poppers every weekend. Like he is out there with the genie, like saying all kinds of...
Yes, Queen Diva.
LGBT vernacular, but
Aladdin is hot. Like,
yeah,
I actually think that's the character from Off Campus I like the most. The one that looks like Aladdin.
Is that Gerald or whatever?
Gerald.
What's his name? What's his name?
It's not Gerald.
Yes, it is. I think Gareth.
No, the other one, the one that looks like Aladdin. He's like got darker skin. Logan.
Oh, is he the one that Thingo sleeps with when she's trying to not be with the blonde guy? The hot girl, J-Lo girl.
No, that man looks like he's about 12.
Yeah,
I
weird.
do not find him attractive in the slightest. No, the guy I'm talking about looks like Aladdin. He's like the second captain of the team. Right, he's hot.
Okay, I mean, they're all hot.
I'm not complaining. Yeah.
Well, I have some goss, and
Please.
This is about a disgusting man, and I put it on my Instagram story. It's okay.
It's not Aladdin, though.
It's not Aladdin, but it does actually have a funny ending. So,
okay, great.
And happy ending, really.
Okay, great. Yeah. I did see your Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday or the day before, and I was like, Diva, what's happening?
Oh, my fucking God. So basically, I've been like I went on a date with this guy. Mm-hmm. He's an Irish guy. It was like 6 months ago. We had a nice day, went out for a drink, but I was only really going on dates then so that I could go out for a drink and then justify drunk texting the guy I really liked and then be like, I'm in the city. Like, what are you doing?
Come out.
Yeah, like tragic, but, you know. So then, like, we kind of lost contact after that. And then, like, we've been texting in recently and stuff. And then I was literally like... He was like, what are you doing this weekend? And I was like, oh, you know, I'm actually free tonight. Like, if you want to do something, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh, do you enjoy wine? And I was like...
Do you enjoy wine?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess. Like, no, I just thought he was going to, like, suggest a wine bar.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I was like, yeah, like, I'm not a huge wine girl, but I like a wine bar. Let's do whatever. And he goes, I was going to suggest we can split a bottle at Mi Casa. And I was like, it is a nighting kind of night, but, like... I just don't feel great about coming around just for a shag. Like, I don't love that idea. Which
also,
is like...
if split a bottle, like pay for the bottle or split it as in share it?
I think, like, share a bottle of wine.
Well, it sounds like he's saying we could split it as in, like, split the bill. And I'm like,
that's
no.
weird. And then...
I'm driving to your house, you're paying for the wine.
Literally. And I was like, I just said, like, you know, what are your intentions? And he was like... I could ask you the same thing. And I said, well, how about we just meet for a drink and then see how we feel?
Yep.
And I just don't love the idea of just coming around for a shag. Like, I kind of feel like actually talking and hanging out.
Yeah.
Sue me. And then he goes,
can't a girl have a hobby?
Literally. God forbid a girl has a hobby and it's hanging out and talking. And then...
It's yapping.
Yeah. And then he goes, Yeah, that's completely fair. I'll be honest, I've kind of been in a situationship the last while who's currently not in the country, so I've been a bit naughty texting you. I probably can't do a public date right now for that reason.
But it's a situationship, brother.
But also, I think he's said it's obviously a relationship. It's obviously his girlfriend, and he's just calling it that to, like, make it less fucked up for me. And then I'm like, fairs, well, probably best I don't get involved then.
He's probably married.
Well, we've already kissed, like, on our last date. So I don't think he's married. He just seems like...
He's just lying.
He's just lying. And then he goes, yeah, that's very fair. You're obviously welcome to be my dirty little secret if you want, but I understand if that's not your thing, crying, laughing face. And I just said, yeah, not really my thing, X. Like, I was far too nice because I could have just been like, what is wrong with you?
Men do not feel enough shame.
No,
I swear to God.
And then he goes, no worries at all, X. I'm like, dude, like, you are so fucked.
You are clearly cheating on your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. And also I'm like, what part of me being like, let's go for a drink, like, wanting to talk, like, makes you think that I'm like, I'm just going to bring you sex on a platter to your house so you can cheat on your girlfriend. Like, I'm not a prostitute. Like,
totally.
What the fuck?
And also, it's so weird to be like, I can't do anything public. It's like, okay, sure, but if we were just meeting for a drink, like if you really were interested in a situationship and you were just meeting for a drink, we could be any two people meeting
we
for
could
a drink.
be friends.
Like, I have plenty of male friends I go out and meet for a coffee or a drink and hang out with all the time. And also, no one's like stopping and gawking and being like, oh my God.
And this is why I'm like, I think it's like more than a situationship, because I'm like, you just wouldn't want your girlfriend's friends to see you out with a girl, because that would be sus, right? Like, if, like, you know, if it was a new relationship or something. Yeah. But, like, if it was just a situationship, why would it matter if your situationship, like, if my friends saw my ex-situationship out with the girl, they'd tell me, but, like, they can't be mad.
No, because we're not exclusive.
Insane. So I was like, wow, put it on my story. Everyone, like, I probably got, like, over 100 replies being like, what the actual fuck is going on? And
I love that he framed it like, if you'd like to be my dirty little secret.
No,
like
who actually says that?
Who says that?
And who calls it that, like, explicitly? Like, maybe that's sort of like,
talk about me with your friends, but that's none of my business.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, don't call me that to my face.
In a song from, like, the early 2000s or in American Pie. Like, it's not a real thing that people choose to do.
No, you don't say, would you like to be my dirty little secret? And you go, oh, yes, please. That sounds so fun.
Yeah, like, oh my God, yeah. Like, what person's going to willingly involve themselves in that? Like, I'm sorry, like, ew.
Yuck.
Like, I feel so special.
How old is this man?
Oh, I think like 29, 30. Like,
oh, grow up.
No, honestly, like, your hairline is like watch that.
Totally.
You know, keep an eye on that.
Yeah, fuck. Your hairline is receding.
I can't.
Faster than this text exchange.
I know. But as disappointing as that was, then I was like, well, I, like, had planned to go on a date with this guy tonight. I'd, like, told a couple of my mates, so, like, you know, had no plans. It's just Saturday night. I'm like, fucking hell, like,
what am I going to do now?
It's prime real estate and I've kept it free. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I, like, go on, I matched with this guy a few times. We'll just call him lawyer guy, because he's a lawyer, which is, like, slay. And
no one's going to get that. Yeah,
no,
great.
Yeah, no one will know. He was like, do not talk about me on the podcast. I was like, I won't. No one say I'm not going to dox you. I won't say anything identifiable, but, like, you will know.
You'll know.
And then
that's important.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking off my jacket.
Do you think? But yeah, and then we've matched on, like, Tinder and Hinge, and I feel like we just keep matching on different apps. And he keeps being like, let's get a drink, and, like, it's just never really lined up or whatever. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Like, fuck it. And so I was like to him, hey, if you still want to go for a drink, here's my number. I'm free tonight. My plans got cancelled, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Went for this drink.
Oh, so okay, great.
Yeah, so went for this drink with this guy, lawyer, and it was so fun. And we went to, like, he sent me, like, a couple of different options. He's like, okay, which of these pubs do you prefer the most? Yeah. And I was like, okay, great. Gave the location. You know, like, I, like, suggested we go out. He was like, yep, here's where we're going. We go. He was trying to pay for my drinks all night, but I just, like, usually when they do that, I like to pay because I'm like, okay.
That's fair.
I know that, like, the intent is there, you know?
Totally.
And, like, it was so fun and so nice.
Oh,
and
that's lovely.
Like, and he was Australian and blonde, which is not usually my type.
To blonde men, but
me neither.
Okay.
But he was, like, hot but blonde, and I was like, okay, like,
I mean, stranger things have happened.
I know, but imagine,
miracles
like,
can occur.
I just end up with a blonde guy. That would be so weird for me.
This is going to ruin the tour.
Literally, this is going to ruin the tour.
This is not how I imagined it going.
I'm automatically thinking of Justin Timberlake's ramen hair when you said that. Like,
now that's what I'm thinking he looks like.
I'm
hoping he doesn't, though, the lawyer.
Okay, well, kind of
is
that,
his hair
but
curly?
more like Kevin from Home Alone. All right, she's too identifiable now.
I know exactly who it is. No, I have no idea. I don't know anyone who's a lawyer. No, I have a friend who's a lawyer, but she lives in Brisbane.
It sounds terrible. It's a lot of reading.
That's nice, though.
Yeah, it was so fun. And then we had a little kiss in the street, and then I was like,
cute.
Yeah, and my phone had 6%, so I was like, I'm going to go home and be good. Which is so, I was like a grown up. I was like a proper grown up.
That's like, you really timed that beautifully as well. Like a little public pash, and then back at home before the phone dies.
I know.
Like,
and like
beautifully done.
Like cold night, passion in the street, little bit rainy, hands up the top, touch it. I was like,
I'm going feral.
like literally, I got home and was like,
that's so nice.
Yeah, it was like really fun. So yeah,
I do love a little public pash, I gotta say, in the early stages. Probably not so much now.
But then this guy did walk past, and he was wearing like a mustard jacket, like proper like north side Melbourne, and he just goes, ew. And I was like,
sorry, Diva.
I was like, oh, fuck, sorry. Like, I love that, like, gay rights has come so far that, like, they can see two straight people kissing in the street and be like, ew. Because I'm like, do you know what? That is ill.
Fair.
Like, fair enough,
It is, but, like, if you're the one doing it, it's fine.
Yeah. So
enjoy
cute.
yourself. That's
this
so
is what
sweet.
I mean. And I've binned off my situationship for real now. And I actually
Good
feel,
girl.
because I did something, this was so silly. Obviously started seeing him again. Like, obviously it happens.
I mean,
like,
it's science,
cuff
Kind
me.
of, God forbid a girl has a hobby. Yeah.
Right? And it's seeing people that hurt my feelings. And we went out with all his friends. All his friends are being like, obviously you're his girlfriend. What are you talking about? I'm like, I'm literally not. Like, he doesn't want to be with me. And they're like, you're literally together. I'm like, okay, I don't know where's this communication breakdown?
Yeah, I don't know what he's telling you.
Yeah.
It's not what he's telling me.
And I was like openly flirting with one of his friends in front of everyone because I was like, well, we're not together, so
totally
whatever.
Yeah.
And then like the next morning we're at
That's
mine.
playing sport, baby. You got to play the odds.
This is what I mean. Soccer has a goalie. Like, doesn't mean you can't score. Like, and we're in my bed, and I was like, oh, my friends were saying this last night, and he's like, oh, so? And he's Scottish, and I was like,
I love a Scottish accent,
I
though.
know, unfortunately, it is fit, but let's not go there.
Okay,
and then it's all right. And then I said,
we can dox him if you want.
well, no, scared.
Okay.
Because he lives near me. So then I'm
Okay,
don't need this mob of like angry
Klansmen.
Angry Klansmen going and getting him. And then
I'd like to meet more Scottish friends, though. So if his friends want to make friends, I'm keen.
yeah, I think they're all just reprobates, though. You know
What?
Like they're just like just dickheads.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Okay,
but
forget it.
Yeah. But anyway, and I said to him, I was like, why aren't we just together? Just fucking said it.
I
He
mean,
was
it's a fair question.
and he was like, I don't know. And I was like, no, like, what the hell's going on? Like, what is going on? And he was like, you're not going to like the answer. And I was like, well, now you have to say it.
Yeah.
And then he simply just looks at me and goes, I'm just not into you enough. And it's like something changed in my brain chemistry. And I was like, oh, well then, okay, I guess we just never see each other again. And I actually feel really fine with it. Because I was like, I just feel like it's been 18 months. I'm like,
that's a long time.
I fucking know. And also, like, saying...
That's like 2 pregnancies.
No, and saying I love you, like, yeah, no, insane. Like, I got his mum a Christmas present. Yeah, like, no, it's so crazy. And I'd be like, when you say you love me, like, what do you mean by
What do you
that?
mean?
And he's like, I just love you as someone I really trust and, like, know really well and who, like, understands me and who I can be myself with and whatever.
Oh, so it's all about just what you do for him.
So fucking true.
He loves
That's
how
actually
you make
so
him
fucking
feel.
True. And then I'm like, okay, if all that's true and you're sexually attracted to me and we're sleeping together,
then why aren't we just
in love?
together?
But and then he just looks at me, he's like, I'm just not into you enough. And then I was like, oh.
Ooh.
And it was really hard to hear, but I was like, that actually just makes so much sense. Like, and then he said to me, and this was the saddest fucking thing ever, I was like, well, then why do you always come back? And he was like, because you let me. And I was like, this is so humiliating. But I was like, I was just like, it's so obvious. Like, and then he was like, if you want this to end, it has to come from you, because he was like, for me, it's low risk, low emotional investment, high reward, because I like hanging out with you, but I'm not going to get hurt because I'm just not emotionally invested, because I just don't.
This man is talking about you like you're like a startup business.
No, I know. High risk, high reward, all
high risk, high reward. I will continue to come back because of this and this and that.
I literally was like, oh, I didn't realize it was this one-sided. And then I think, like, who's always the one reaching out? Who's making that? It's like, I was like, oh, this is such an easy fix. I just simply will never see you again.
Yeah.
And then he starts going, I'm having a panic attack. I was like, what? He's like, I've never felt so sick in my life. I was like, oh, do you want me to take you to hospital? He's like, nah, I just need to lay here. I'm freaking out. And he's like,
I'd be like, see ya.
And then I was like, you need to leave. And then I was like, I'll drive you home, but you need to leave right now. And he's like, looking at me like, incredulous, like, couldn't believe I was kicking him out. I was like, no, like,
you don't even like me, dude.
Right? And then I had to pull over. It was a 4-minute drive. I pull over. He's throwing up out the side of the car.
Good.
I'm like, this is so crazy. And then he was like, there was red in there. Do you think it was blood? I was like,
I hope so.
I don't care. He was like, do you think I'm dying? I was like, I'm not your girlfriend. You've made that very clear.
It's not my job to care.
I'm not your mother. I was like, dude, I was like, actually, like, what the hell? And then he's going, this can't be the last time I see you. Look at the state of me. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. I was like, get your iPad out of my car door, you broken little fucking dirty iPad. Get out. And then we're in his street and he goes, please, will you drive closer to my house? I can't walk there. And it was like 3 more meters and I was like, and then he got out. And then I looked back in the rearview mirror. It was cinema. It was like, you know when Ryan is getting taken from the OC and Marissa's in the rearview mirror.
But I think I know what you're talking about. So, like,
he's just standing there, like, looking at me like, but, like, hands on his knees, like, really
like
fighting.
Like a zombie from The Walking Dead. Just like,
quite literally, like, fighting for his life. And I drove, and, like, I cried for, like, a bit, and then I was like, I'm good.
Good.
Because I'm like, I'm not.
I hope that was blood.
Yeah. In fact, I hope you have a stomach ulcer.
Well, you're gonna wish that it was a stomach ulcer, because I've already sent to the Etsy witches. And they've cursed you.
Oh my God.
So that's what I say to men now.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't date or anything. I have a partner. But, like, if men are ever mean to me,
one
of my favourite thing to say to men is, like, it doesn't matter because I've already spoken to the witches and they're going to curse you.
Oh, that is so... And you know what's so good is we don't get burnt at the stake anymore. So, like, you can just make threats like that.
Yeah.
And, like, tough titties.
And you should.
Yeah.
It's always important to just to scare men a little bit. Just not a lot, but just enough.
Yeah. And, like, they call it women's intuition. I'm like, that's just witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's what we mean when we saying women...
It's just a cute way of being a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like women.
It's a whimsical way of being a bully.
Yeah. Whimsical in STEM.
Well, I'm so glad that you went out with that other guy, though. That's nice.
I know. I feel like I haven't recorded a pod in, like, over a week, and so much has changed in literally 1 week, and I've moved house, and I've moved it's like, what is going on with me? I don't know.
She's a new woman.
I'm a new woman. And also,
do you have a big is Leo in one of your big threes?
I'm a Cancer, July 15th.
Oh, Cancer. Could I don't know.
Basically, I think I'm just like an emotional wreck, but I also have ADHD, so I'm just like emotionally like dysfunctional as fuck. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What are my things like July 15th? What's the big three? July 15th.
So your sun, your moon, your rising. Do you know what they are?
Big three? Is that what I should call it?
Well, you'd have to check your birthday. So you just have to check your sun sign is Cancer.
Yep.
Your moon sign, you have to know what time you were born, I think.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh,
no. Actually, no, you can calculate your moon sign without knowing what time it was. You need the time to do your rising sign.
Oh, wait, rising?
Yeah, so your sun, moon, and rising, they're your big three.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to have to do this later.
Yeah, you have to do it later.
It's getting to the whole thing, but...
Totally.
Yeah, lots going on for me.
That for you.
And I already have a date planned with Lawyer for Wednesday.
Great. Where are you going to go?
I think the movies, which I'm like, that's a good second date.
Yep.
Because it means, like, then I also hopefully won't sleep with him again. And then I can do the 3-date rule and be like a real adult.
Do people still follow that?
No, but it actually does work. And Lord knows I am a slag. So, like, this is why nothing's working out for me.
I never followed it.
No, like, but also I get, like post-nut clarity, like the boy brain.
Yeah.
So, like, if I sleep with a guy, I will not like him anymore and I won't want to speak to him ever again.
I also used to find that after I slept with a man, I would know straight away if I was going to get the ick.
Yes, and also
that helped.
I would get the ick. Yeah, like I'll get it straight because
Straight away.
I've seen too much.
Yes.
Like I don't need to see your gooch and still try and like you. Like there needs to be some mystery for me.
I don't need to see that weird little flap of skin on your lower belly when you're like bending over me. Do you know what I mean?
No, quite literally. And like there's been times when like you go home with a guy and then like you end up giving them like a back tickle and they've got like some kind of giant cyst or something and you're like, oh, I just like, how am I meant to love you? Like I'm supposed to love you before I find out about the cyst. Like,
please get some astringent before we do this again.
I'm ready to do a home surgery TikTok video on this cyst. Like go to town on it.
I'll run out and get some glycolic acid to put on that thing.
Literally, I'll be buying a scalpel from Temu. Like. But
why men always have the biggest, like most cursed pimples on their back? It's so weird.
And then they act like they get shot as soon as you touch it. They're like, ah!
It's like, oh no, I've had that for a while. And you're like, oh, is it like a permanent thing?
Ew. Like, what? Yeah, permanent thing. Like,
I think we need to drain that, brother.
It's like a dog with a lipoma. Like, get that out of there. It shouldn't be there. You never see girls with these things because we're performing minor surgeries on our own bodies to get them out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna buy a lance from fucking Priceline and lance my own shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go and buy like fucking micro needles and shit, and
100%.
like, you know, pick out all the weird little milia in my face. Yeah, which I have absolutely done.
Yeah, 100%. But then men are just like have a life expectancy that's 10 years less because they're like, what's that huge growth?
Forget about it. Get over it.
Yeah,
they could have like another fucking like twin growing out of their neck,
seriously.
and they'd be like, oh, I've just got this goiter.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. And like you haven't seen like your mate in 6 months, and he shows up.
He's got another head or some shit.
He's got like a second hip. He's like, I had to buy all new jeans because I've just like got this huge growth. And you're like, brother, you're dying.
You're dying. This is not a good sign.
No, it's so funny. And also, like, they'll throw up and be like, there's blood in it. Do you think I'm dying? I'm like, I'm not a doctor. And if you are concerned, maybe ask someone else. Who knows?
I think the important thing, because, you know, with men who get, you know, hypochondria about being sick and whatever, if they say, oh, I've got blood in my vomit or whatever, do you think I'm dying? I think the important thing is just to say yes.
You're like, it was the answer, which is
it going to scare them into going to get medical attention? I hope so.
That's so fucking true. And also, like,
what do you think's wrong with me? You're probably dying.
And also, the crazy thing is that there's so much investment financially into men's health and like over women's health.
Why are we bothering?
But why are we bothering? Because they're not going to the fucking doctor, so they're all dying anyway.
Oh my god, you're gonna love this. My friend went to she told me about this the other day and I still laugh about it. She went to Chemist Warehouse to get her, she's got 2 kids, to get her daughter's stuff that they needed, and at the checkout girl, she was like, oh, did you want to donate? We're collecting money for men's health this month. And she was like, and she goes, absolutely not, men have enough. She's like, I don't believe in men's health.
No, literally. What about me? They have all the money, actually.
She's like, what do I have to give him money for? Go to the doctor. Get a mental health plan.
Literally, it's free.
She's like, I'm buying pads and tampons for my tween girls. Yeah. They can go and get themselves a fucking, prostate screening.
Going to the GP's literally free.
Or $50 at the most. Like, for God's sake. Anyway.
That is so fucking real. No, this is like when like Cotton On's like, do you want to donate $2 to like support mental health? And I'm like, I actually pay a lot to support my own mental health. Like,
why don't you pay some money to support mental health?
God's work on this thing. Like, this is a fucking well-oiled machine.
Totally.
Bitch.
It's like whenever I go to Woolworths, I shouldn't say this on camera, but whenever I go to Woolworths, like, would you like to donate $1 or whatever to the farmers? And I always want to say, I wish I could talk back to the robot, but I want to say is that you should be grateful that I didn't steal half of this. You're not getting any.
Lord knows I did.
Lord knows I did.
Sorry. Sue me.
Half of this has not been paid for.
The crazy thing is,
for sure, here's $2.
How profitable are these 2 fucking massive companies? Like, you pay the farmers appropriately. Why the fuck?
Why do I have to pay for it?
You've marked up my groceries by 5,000%. You want me to pay the farmers more?
Yes,
you do it.
You're already absolutely like reaming me for these eggs and this milk. You pay the farmers.
Honestly, it's just so crazy. Like, we already took all their money, so we need you to pay them.
We need your $2.
I don't have any money, so you can just pay them.
No one has cash anyway, so
insane.
like whatever.
Right. Well, I want to go through some more.
Yeah.
Band baby names with you.
Fuck yeah.
Because it's our favourite topic.
I love this topic. I told so many people about that conversation we had.
It was fucking dope.
God, it's so funny.
So good.
I still think, because obviously like the World Cup is on at the moment, and every time I see an ad for it, I think of Socceroos. And I'm like, can't call your baby that.
Oh my God, yeah! That's so real. Well, this is some more band baby names.
Okay, hit me.
I'm saying this in a clippable way because I will be clipping the fuck out of this.
Great.
So Mexico, top 10 band baby names.
Yep.
Hermione. But I actually think Hermione's quite nice.
But why is it bad? It's Shakespearean.
I know.
Maybe Mexico doesn't like J.K. Rowling.
And fair enough.
Fair enough.
Rambo.
Great dog name though.
You'll love this one. Christmas Day.
Oh no.
I know. But Merry Christmas was allowed.
Christmas is okay?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Circumcision.
Wait,
Circumcision. Because I think it means circumcision in Mexican.
Sure.
No, Spanish.
Sure.
Yeah, so I don't know why you'd want to name your baby that, but you can't.
Circumcision, okay.
James Bond.
Aww.
I know. But also like first name James, first name Bond. Like, does he have a last name?
Last name Smith.
Yeah, James Bond Smith. Rolling Stone.
I'm getting a real sense that Mexico just hates America, and I love that.
Wait, that's so real because the next one is Batman, and then the next one's Burger King. I think they just hate America, and I'm kind of on board with it. Rocky is also in there, and we've got Hitler, a classic.
Classic. I mean, look, after a few drinks on a Friday night, I'd call my kid Burger King for sure. It's a beautiful name for a beautiful baby boy.
Yeah, Burger King.
Burger King.
Iconic. This is a good one. In Ireland, you can't call your baby Spud. Who's tried that? Brother.
Spud's kind of cute,
But, like, can you call it potato?
I don't know. Can you?
But Spud's kind of like...
Spud actually sounds like a name.
Yeah, but
potato
it's like,
doesn't sound like a name.
I think Spud is like an insult. Like, you say, he's a fucking Spud. In France, you can't call your baby Mini Cooper. Big Cooper, Mini Cooper. Medium Cooper.
Why? Why not?
I don't know. But
what if you do have a large child and a small child?
Big and little. It's like Goldilocks. Too hot, too
Where
cold.
are Mini Coopers manufactured? Is it like a national... It's not a French car.
I thought it was British because it has the British flag.
The French hate the British. There you go.
Yeah. So real. You also can't call your baby MJ in France because of Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan. And I don't know why. But also, I don't understand why everyone's just, like, cool with Michael Jackson being a pedo. Like,
yeah.
Thriller comes on at a wedding, everyone's like, oh, hell yeah. I'm like,
there's, like, movies and musicals and shit about him now.
The second Gary Glitter comes on, everyone's like, pedophile.
Yeah,
I'm like,
but not
okay,
with
but why does Michael Jackson just transcend pedophilia?
Because he's dead.
Or because he's just so talented.
All that.
But
wasn't it Paris? Is Paris where he hung the baby out the window?
That was Berlin.
Oh, Berlin.
Yeah,
okay,
I've been to the hotel.
No, his kid was called Paris.
His kid's called Blanket.
Correct. But he also has another kid called Paris, right?
Blanket is so funny.
Blanket is so funny.
Why is that not a band name? Also, celebrities somehow can go over and above this list because, like, you can't.
The rules don't apply to celebrities.
Yeah, Germany, you can't call your kid Apple, and Gwyneth Paltrow did.
Well, she wasn't born in Germany, though, was she?
That's so true. Got me there.
Like, you can call your kid Mini Cooper in Australia. You just can't name them that in France.
That's real. This is a good one for Sweden. You can't call your baby IKEA.
That is.
They're like, we already have that.
No.
Sweden said that's our baby.
That's our national baby.
Yeah.
That's unpatriotic though.
That's actually, yeah, like almost like Socceroos.
Socceroos.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Sweden, you can't call your baby Metallica either. Which I'm like, I
think that's a beautiful name for a beautiful baby girl.
Baby girl, yeah, exactly.
Metallica. This is my daughter, Metallica. It's beautiful.
Anyone who likes the World Cup, don't have a baby in Hungary because you can't call it FIFA.
Okay, all right.
Also, like, would it be in all caps? Dunno. New Zealand has some really good band baby names.
Great.
You can't call your baby V8. V6 though. Maybe. I just don't think anyone's tried yet. And you know the exact kind of person that would have liked, they love Fox motocross gear.
Correct. Half of them live in Queensland now.
Yeah, they're called
you
Kyle.
You can call your kid V8 here.
Yeah, that's why they all move here. They're drinking Mother, Monster Energy.
100%.
Punching holes in the wall.
Correct.
They're wearing what are those caps that are they're like snapback caps.
Oh, and they wear
Arnett's. What's that?
Sunglasses.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah,
or Oakleys.
Yeah. And Etnies.
You have painted a picture. In New Zealand, you also can't call your baby anal.
Okay, yeah.
But I feel like it would have been someone who moved there and was like, anal. I like anal. And then being like,
how would you say that with a Kiwi accent? It's my friend, it's just the
anal.
Same. Anal.
Anal. Yeah. Could be worse. You can't call your baby for real, like number 4, for real.
But you could call them FOR?
Yep. For
real?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep. You also can't have twins and name them Fish and Chips.
That is unpatriotic!
I know. Fish and Chops. It would also be Fish and Chops. That is fun.
What about Fish and Chips as a singular person, though?
That's allowed.
See?
I checked and that was allowed.
Listen, there's always a loophole.
This is what I mean.
As far as I'm concerned.
You just have to kill one of them off.
Let's get one of them to eat the other one in utero.
Yeah, in the womb.
Fish and Chops, my dream is coming true.
Yeah, and it's one word, Fish on Chops. One long name.
Great.
Last one. In Argentina, you can't call your kid Messi, like first name Messi. I'm like, do you know what?
That's boring.
I know,
but you
also
could just change
everyone
it from an I to a Y and just Messi, and she's just a messy girl.
Messy girl. I mean, yeah, messy boy.
Messy boy, messy girl, whatever.
Messy they them. Love that. Well, I just thought we should close the loop.
Yeah, love.
On banned baby names around the world. But yes. Australia actually has the most exhaustive list globally, and
that doesn't shock me in the slightest.
We love rules.
We love rules, but we're also super fucking cooked when it comes to the dumbest names for things.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And we also take the piss way too much, even with our own children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. And when I'm thinking of when people tell me their baby names, my instant thought is, okay, how would I bully that kid? Just because to avoid that, you know? Because my last name's Cardi. Rhymes with farty, darty, smarty. Lots of things I wasn't tardy. Fuck, you just added a whole new one. That's okay. There's heat. I got lots.
Party though, party's good.
Party's good.
Party is good.
Yeah, I know party like a Cardi party.
That's right.
Yeah,
no party like a Cardi party, baby.
Yeah, but speaking of names,
yes,
I also did some research before this and found the funniest nicknames of all time.
Please.
And they're funny tradie nicknames, and they're so fucking good.
Where did you find tradies from Australia or all over the world?
It was on a Reddit thread, and people were saying their funniest nicknames.
God, I love Reddit.
And I actually think Reddit
is so wonderful.
It is the most establishment.
Such a beautiful anti-establishment space.
Just the fact that people are in there, and as soon as someone's a bot or an ad trying to sell something, everyone's just get out, you're gone.
Although I did get into a fight with someone from Book Talk on Reddit accidentally.
About what book?
Not about a book, but it was about off campus.
Okay. I love that you're commenting on Reddit.
Well, I'd never read the book, so I made a joke on this post that came up. Just a smart ass comment, and all these book talkers got on my case about it, being what did they say? They were like, "Oh no, Garrett was already in love with her," and blah 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 blah. And I was like, "This was a joke,
brother. I'm not invested in this.
My brother in Christ. I was just kidding. It's a joke.
Bruh.
Please relax." And also, he's not real.
He's not real.
I'm not slandering anyone.
This is a fictional character. When people arguing about actually, someone just made all this up. Real.
Some lady who's my age just thought of all of this in her head.
And also, she's a Zionist, I think.
Is she?
I heard this, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I know, it's really...
Well, I'm glad that I'm not paying for that show anyway.
I know. Oh, wait, no. I was automatically thinking of Akatar. You were talking about...
What's that?
Court of Thorns and Roses.
Never read it.
Okay.
Is that the fairy
yours
porn?
Is not a Zionist.
Oh, okay.
I do this thing where I think about stuff and then I just start the sentence halfway through without bringing you into the thought. So I was 10 steps ahead thinking about something totally different.
But Akata is, okay, a court of what
thorns,
is it?
A court of thorns and roses.
And that's
it's one
the
of those
fairy
like,
porn, right?
Oh, it's very good. It's like,
Is it?
Oh, it's very addictingly good. It's just
Okay.
like, it's like Heated Rivalry, but they've got magic powers and they have to like save each other from shit. And like,
Okay.
it'll be like, there'll be like some evil, horrible woman that kidnaps someone, and then the young hot girl has to go and like do 3 tasks to like save the love of her life from like being with this evil witch forever and shit. And she's like basically in this pit and she needs to read this poem and figure it out, but then she can't read because she was poor growing up and she didn't have a mum. And it's just like this whole fucking, it's like, you know, in Harry
It's like
Potter,
the Fellowship of the Ring, except there's more sex.
yes.
Yeah,
And it's
okay.
like, and feminist, it's very feminist. So
Right.
it's like the men will be like, can I touch you? Like, they always ask for consent.
Oh, consent's
like,
very big in romance novels. I haven't read a lot of them, but that is a very big recurring theme.
oh my god! Someone once, I said like, I think I said on my Instagram story once, like, what's the funniest thing that guys say that they think is hot but it isn't? Someone was like, oh, when they say consent is hot on their Hinge, like, nah, it's the law. Actually, no, that's just the law.
Actually, no, you just go to jail if you didn't
like,
do that.
if you don't consent, you're a rapist. So, like, yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
What the fuck? Like, you're not. It's not hot. It's just like
the
baseline.
it's just a basic legal requirement.
So yeah, literally sign on the dotted line. Like, so funny. But I want to read you some of the funniest nicknames of all time. Maybe I'll say the nickname and you say why you think they might be called that.
Okay.
Okay. Sensor light. Because he only works if someone walks past.
In my brain, I was like, oh, obviously he's like done a nude run or something, and the sensor light of the house has gone off and caught him.
Yeah, I think
That's so funny.
Oh, they get funnier. Okay, someone at work was called Seaweed.
Wait, seaweed.
But they're all kind of puns.
Oh, seaweed and smoke it or something like that?
Okay, so Seaweed because he floats around all day and he stinks.
That's mean.
I know.
That's so mean.
No, but tradies are so mean. They're like funny. They're like,
They're very funny, but they are very mean.
but yeah, but hell yeah. This one should be easy. G-spot.
Yep.
You can't find him. You can never find him.
He doesn't exist.
Yeah, he doesn't exist. This one's so good. Harvey Norman.
What's the Harvey Norman moniker?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh no! Harvey Norman, something about prices or something.
3 years, no interest.
No interest.
He's been at the work for 3 years. No interest. So funny.
Genius.
So smart.
Genius.
This one's good. Stingray.
Because so no.
It's so obvious once you say
Oh
it.
no, I'm not good at puns. Wait, give me a second.
Okay,
Stingray.
yeah.
Nothing to do with Steve Irwin, right?
Nothing at all.
Okay. Something about creeps along until the last minute. Do you know what I mean?
Sort of.
What is
it's
it?
how a stingray looks. So stands around with his hands on his hips. Standing around the job site like this. Just telling everyone what to do. It's like when you go into like a respectful place and you adopt the respectful pose, which is just hands behind
the back.
like this, like just you don't like you know like just.
I never thought about stingrays with the
Stingrays.
I know, it's really
funny. We've got Broken Arrow. Doesn't work and can't be fired. I feel like I'm somewhat of a broken arrow at most workplaces.
Same.
Like I'm just like a lovable mollusk. Like they need to like scrape me off the boat.
Yeah,
but, like,
perfect.
They like me having me around. Oh, this is good. Perth.
Because oh no. Perth. It's because it's like too far to go, or like
Sort of.
it's further than Bali or something like
He's
that.
3 hours behind everyone else. These are all just for shit workers. Oh, this one's good. Feta.
Feta, as in the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Something about being curdled.
Sort of.
No, Nah.
He crumbles under pressure. Kind of like you, actually, better. This is this one's funny as fuck. Ruthless. You won't guess this.
No.
Basically, he was married to Ruth and then she left him. So mean.
That's so mean.
And then there was this was
a kid Ruth, by the way.
Huh? Ruth.
We call someone Ruth. Sorry.
Yeah, I just think of Babe Ruth, the baseballer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just can't imagine holding a tiny baby in my arms and
Going, this is Ruth.
This is Ruth.
Same as Karen.
Or Daryl.
It's crazy that all the Karens were once babies.
Yeah. And that
Baby
Daryls
Karen.
and Glens and stuff were once babies too.
Wild.
Anyway.
All right, I got two more. These were from a meme, but this guy said, boy I work with is called Anthony and he's only 5 foot, so he gets called Shetland Tony. So funny.
I love that.
And then another guy was like, this guy at work gets called Man Bat because his name's Wayne Bruce. I can't.
I want to call someone Shetland Tony so bad.
So funny. I'm just thinking, do I know any short people called Anthony? Anthony Kalia, he's a bit of a Shetland Tony.
He is a Shetland Tony.
Yeah.
He's tiny.
Yeah.
He's so little.
Fuck, that was good.
That's so funny. God, I
Yeah.
want to be a tradie for a day. I wonder what they'd nickname me.
I feel like Feta was good for you because you
I would
were
crumble
0
under
from
pressure.
0 on those guesses.
Sorry.
No, but you know what? It's one of those things where like you're like, of course.
Of course, yeah. No, I sound like such a dumb bitch when I'm like, what is it?
No, but I mean, I don't know why tradies are so good at it. It's like they get so good at ribbing each other because it's
I guess
like...
because that's what they do all day. Like,
Yeah.
as someone who works, like, I work in an office job and then I obviously do comedy and stuff where I have to, like, write really clever jokes, or you have to try to write really clever jokes. So I actually don't spend enough time being mean to people.
Yeah, and I feel
I
like
think it
as
should be
well,
meaner.
maybe it's like a defense mechanism. Like they think like, fuck, I better be like switched on to like make sure I'm not the one getting bullied. Because
Totally.
like, you know, like you need to like find someone else to pick on.
I also think like tradies and just general, like, you know, those like labourer kind of jobs, they do have their own language. Like
They do.
You know, if you've ever
It's
had
hard to
work
get
done on your
involved.
house, the way they all talk to each other, it's like they're speaking out a completely different
Yeah.
dialect. You're like, I have no idea.
It's
what's
actually
happening.
really impressive.
Yeah.
I feel like I always say this. I had to change a toilet seat at my new house this week, and I was like, pay plumbers anything they want.
Yeah, proud
like
of you.
any trade. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, you want to get up on the roof? Okay, shut up
Sure.
and take my money. I'm
Yeah.
not going up there. Like,
Totally.
do you know what I mean? Like,
You would not catch me doing DIY.
oh, I
No
like
way.
it. I like a light DIY. Like I'm buying some tile stickers and tiling the top of this like
I wouldn't call that
Thing?
as much DIY. That's just like decorating.
decorating. Yeah, 100%. And that's what I mean. I'm like, if someone's like, get up in the roof with all the spiders.
Yeah.
Nah. Like, but I did change a light bulb yesterday, and
Good
I
for you.
felt like a real man. I was like, that. Honestly, I understand toxic masculinity because that felt amazing.
That felt
Like,
amazing. The power trip will never be matched.
honestly, and I was like, wait, what else can I fix? And I was looking around, I was like, oh, I need to go get a hammer. I bought some tools. I'm like, I can just tool stuff.
When when we moved into my house, into our house, sorry, we had the place we bought. It had like halogen downlights. Yuck.
That's what I had. That's what I replaced.
We're slowly trying to replace them. But anyway, the ones in the bathroom were just kept falling out of the.
Do they have a little wire thing that you squeeze it? Yeah,
and they
that's
have
what
like
I
the
did.
transformer and stuff, and I'd never done anything with that, and so just by chance my dad was in town, and so I was like, yes, Dad. I was like, Dad, my lights are fucked, can you please fix them? And he like did that classic dad thing where he pulled it out of the socket and he went, oh no, the transformer's fucked, you'll have to fix that. And I was like, well, what do I do now? He was like, I don't know. And so it was just hanging out of the ceiling. And so I was like, fuck, and it was hanging out there for ages because neither my partner and
Like the little wire, just
the whole thing.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
The guts are all out.
So in the end, and everyone kept telling us, like all Tom's friends and my friends were like, oh mate, just replace it. Like it's just do this and this and this. And I was like, nah. So I just called an electrician and I was like, let's just get them rewired and make them LEDs anyway.
Iconic.
And I was like, I'd much rather pay someone to do that.
This is the thing. It's like if it's cost less than your hourly rate,
Totally.
like that you're earning. I'm like, brother,
I'm too pretty to be doing shit like that.
so fucking
Sorry.
true.
Like,
Even before I drove my car here, and my dad was like, I saw on Instagram that your oil lights come on, so I'll go and check that and I'll fill up the oil. And then my mum was like, oh, you're such a spoiled brat. And he was like, Paula, I would be doing that if it was your car as well, so you just don't say anything. And I was like, yeah,
Dad, yeah, Mum, yeah, that's right.
So funny. I was like, yeah, Tima. She's like, oh, you need to teach her how to do it. I'm like, do you know how to do it? She's like, I've got your father.
I still don't know how to do it.
Bruh. Well, you know what? I've got YouTube. I just, like, he's like human YouTube. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's better I'd rather ask a person than the internet. Cause
Same. I don't trust the internet anymore.
So I'm talking about
AI. Yeah.
evil. Since AI.
Yeah.
It could just be AI and then my car blows up.
I like that trend on Instagram, those videos where it says, no one's coming to save you. I say, well, that's funny because my dad absolutely is. Oh. My dad doesn't even live here. But
he'd be here like in a flash.
Yeah. But he does, like, we don't, Dad and I, we don't have a lot in common. But I tell you what, if I've ever had car trouble, he'd fly straight down here and be like, oh, 100%. I'll come and fix that for you.
And they love to be asked.
Love to be asked.
Their purpose in life,
Correct.
One time I was with my friend, and we need a wrap soon, but I was with my friend and we were driving because I just quit my job and it was a contract. So like the next day I just had nothing to do. She had to drive to Sydney to move there. So I was like, I'll just come. Like I literally have nothing else to do. So we drove up and we got to like the giant ram, like that like huge sheep that's in the middle.
Yeah. And with the massive balls.
Yeah. Wait, we didn't see any balls. We didn't go up close to it. We just were filling up petrol across the road.
Oh well, it's got balls, massive ones.
And well, we need to go back there and suss that out.
Yeah.
But we were filling up the car. It's a hybrid car. Oh, and you know how they're really quiet?
Yeah.
And so we filled it up and then we go back to get in it and Louise is like, fuck, it's on. And I was like, oh, God, can you fill up a car while it's on? She's like, I don't know. Then we went into the man and the man in the petrol stations were like, we just filled up the car while it's on. Do you think that's bad? And he was like, I don't know. Literally no one has ever done that before. So I don't know what's going to happen. We're like, what do you mean?
You could literally die and I wouldn't know what to do.
He was like, I have never, ever heard of anyone doing that. That's so dumb. We were like, oh my God.
Shit.
And then like I was Googling it and she was like, don't tell me what it says. I don't want to know. And I was Googling it and it was like, yeah, if you fill it up while it's on, like the risk of it exploding is so high because like it somehow could make a spark and like explode. And I was just literally like, yeah, it says it's fine.
It says it's unlikely.
You can just turn it back on. Because I think she just ripped the keys out and was like, it's on. And then we're like, can we put it back on? But yeah, just so funny the way the guy was like, I don't know, it's literally never happened to anyone ever. We were like, oh, good.
Okay, great. Well, we're the first. You're
cool.
welcome. Now you can tell people about it.
So funny.
And we live to tell the tale.
Yeah, love it. But that's like, yeah. Anyway. What do you want to talk about now? Well, that's the end of the season, I guess.
Anything more exciting to say. Like I said, all I've been doing is not sleeping and watching off campus.
I think, well, we've hit an hour, so...
Okay, great.
Sounds like we're all good. But I just also wanted to quickly say that when I was a kid, I didn't think that nuns had feet. I thought they just floated about.
Where'd that come from?
It was just something I wrote down that I wanted to get in there somehow, but something I remembered. I saw someone else say it, and I was like, this is like a thing that people think, that nuns have no feet because they're just gliding about.
I can't say I ever heard that.
Like Miss Clavel, how she just moves.
Who's that?
You know, from Madeline, the nun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like in Spirited Away, that thing that just glides about. Yeah, but turns out they do.
They do have feet.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
And on that, don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, and review. Thank you so much for watching this season. I'll see you guys next season. Love you so much.
Yeah.